Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first CBTC Canton Coin swapping session with BitSafe and CantonSwap. This is the first episode that we'll be having. We'll look into having this probably on a weekly basis going forward. Here I have Aki Paulo, who is the CEO of BitSafe, and Ryan Trinkle, who is the co-founder of CantonSwap. These two co-founders were on recently where we had a demo showing the first atomic swap between CBTC and Canton Swap. That went very well last week. So very excited to see that one and very excited to have you guys here for live trading. So yeah, welcome. Aki, I'll give you a second to introduce yourself.
It's just great to be here at the community. We've just done the first trade last week. We've proven that the tech works. So it's your turn to experience it firsthand. If you want to trade some CBTC for Canton Coin or vice versa, here's your chance.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Ryan?
So this is what we've all been building towards. You know, we want to have real activity on the chain. And so between CantonSwap and CBTC, we have the ability to do real world trades on Canton. And, I really want to, encourage people to participate in this. I think that the more that we can bring activity to a wide range of participants in the Canton network, the more that the network itself will grow and thrive.
I totally agree. And I think we're all very big fans of the Canton network here. So yeah, I think a good place to start is for a recap for anyone that might have missed the demo last week, or this week, I mean. Ryan, would you be so graceful to walk us through the trading process? I'll pass it on to you and Aki to talk a little bit more about that.
Sure. So earlier this week, we did the first trade. I guess maybe it was the end of last week. We did the first trade where Aki sold me 1 Bitcoin, and that was great. So we did that through the CantonSwap interface. And Kadeem, would you like me to walk people through that interface?
Yes, please. That would be great. I would also like to see that even more. It looked great from the first swap.
Great. So can we put my screen share on the display? Awesome, thanks. Great. So this is the CantonSwap dashboard. It shows who you are trading as, and it shows your holdings of various different coins. CantonSwap can support any coin that uses the token standard, which is CIP56 in the Canton network. So in order to make a trade with CantonSwap today, we first go to the Create Trade screen, and we decide what we want to do. So in this case, I'm going to sell 1/100th of a Bitcoin. And just in the interest of keeping the demo simple, I'm going to sell it to another account of mine, which is open in this other tab. So I'll just take that party address, and I will send the trade proposal over to that party. So that takes 5 or 10 seconds. This is going on chain and actually making sure my assets are ready to do the trade. Now, as the offerer, I can see that my trade here is outstanding, and I can revoke it if I want to, up until the point at which the other party has accepted. Now, if I go to the other party, I'll see the offer that I've received. Here, I can accept or reject that offer. And so I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer. And you can see that it's going to submit my approval of the offer. And then right after that, the CantonSwap venue is going to actually settle that atomically. And keep in mind, this settlement is happening in a completely atomic way. So it's not possible for either party to have their coins go away without the other party sending theirs. So in any CantonSwap transaction, either both coins move in both directions at the same time, or the whole thing rolls back. For instance, if somebody revokes or rejects the offer. So you can see now that I've received my 0.01 Bitcoin in this wallet, and you can see that in this other wallet, I'm now down to 0.99 Bitcoins. So that is how this system works. And for everybody who's got it installed on their node, all the users of that node can participate in these trades, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So I guess, Kadeem, back to you.
Thank you for the walkthrough, and this was great. So I think we're ready to get started with the trading. We've sent out messages to all of our groups and alerted all of our customers. So definitely very excited to see everyone get started with trading. Can you tell us a little bit more about the incentives for trading today, actually, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a few different kinds of incentives, and we want to make sure that we're building, as I said before, network activity across Canton network. So we're incentivizing as many different node owners as possible to get involved. So each node, as I said, can support all of its users to use CantonSwap once CantonSwap is installed. And we provide a liveness reward that encourages the node owners to keep CantonSwap running on their node, maintain good uptime, etc. So for the node owners, there's a 780,000 Canton Coin per year reward system available. In addition, we want to encourage people to actually do trades. We're not interested in just putting software out there and having nobody use it. So for people who do their first trade, we have a 10,000 Canton Coin reward. We also have a 10,000 Canton Coin reward for whoever their first trading partner is. That's our referral bonus. So if you bring a bunch of people in and have them do their first trade with you, you'll get that reward as well. Finally, we have rewards to encourage people to explore new tokens as they come available on the network. Right now, CBTC is the first one to launch. And so you can get a 10,000 Canton Coin reward for trading CBTC. The first 50 users who trade CBTC will be able to get that reward. And that will also apply to other assets as they come live on CantonSwap as well. We're also working to incentivize issuers and other parties on the network, because ultimately what we're trying to do here is generate a complete liquidity ecosystem on the Canton chain. And we're going to be building out more and more trading features. We're going to be listening to what traders want to see on the network. We'll support OTC flows, and anything that people find useful is going to end up getting added into the CantonSwap app.
Would it be insider trading if I took advantage of that offer, actually?
So we do have an exclusion for people who are part of the issuer. They are not eligible for those Explorer rewards for their own token. Of course, they're eligible for other tokens, but yeah, we do have a little bit of an exclusion for that kind of thing. We want to make sure that it's genuine network activity. But Kadeem, you are certainly eligible for the newcomer reward and the referral rewards and everything like that.
Yeah, and just to kind of chime in on the CBTC side, so a lot of people have Bitcoin, retail, institutions. Obviously, that's the first crypto people typically interact with. So the ability to, on ramp or off ramp between CBTC and Canton Coin, this is actually the first place you can do that, or the first way to do that. So it has a lot of use cases. It's really exciting. Retail is also looking for yield. So just a little bit about what we're doing kind of behind the scenes is we're building some institutional grade Bitcoin yield products on Canton. So we're building a Bitcoin ecosystem here. So you'll see a lot more of those products. But for now, just even the ability to move between the two is great. So if anyone has now, how can you get CBTC? Well, we haven't quite set that up for retail yet. You'll be able to mint it through various wallets, and that's the next thing we're setting up. So for now, you have to kind of start with Canton Coin and then get CBTC the other way. So I guess one of the ramps is not quite live or broadly available, but just the ability to move between Canton Coin and Bitcoin based on what your position of market and price action is. That's great. So if you have a perspective on that, then you should join this trade and try it out.
Absolutely. And for now, if people don't have CBTC on chain, well, they can buy it from me.
Nice. And how do you set that price actually? So how is the price set between CBTC and Canton Coins and CantonSwap?
Well, the beauty of this is that, ultimately the price of an asset is what people are willing to pay. And so we're hoping to enable a whole lot of genuine price discovery through CantonSwap. We did our trade about a week ago at, I think, 8.5 cents per Canton Coin. We've seen trades in a pretty wide range around that. And I would love to see what the network participants and the traders feel the legitimate value of Canton Coin is. I'm really looking forward to having a more liquid market with better price discovery and have this whole thing start to kick off.
Nice. And I guess in terms of rewards that people get for using CantonSwap, so let's say if I were one of the first 50 traders, I will earn 10,000 Canton Coins, and then I could swap that into CBTC right after, right?
Absolutely.
Nice.
We do. So currently rewards take a little while to pay out, but we will be accelerating that in the near future.
Sounds good. And what would be some more of the future plans for CantonSwap?
Yeah, so we have a roadmap, and what is on our roadmap today is to build towards a full Uniswap style DEX on Canton. We really want to bring as much activity onto the chain as possible, and at the same time, we want to listen to the people actually engaged in trading on the network and make sure that we bring the flows that they want as well. So one of the great things about Canton is the privacy component. So I think that the liquidity pools and dark pools and other kinds of trading venues are going to work just sort of naturally a lot better on Canton than they do on other chains. But we also have the ability to build sort of more specialized things according to what people need. So we've been speaking to people doing OTC trades, as well as people doing liquidity providing and people who are interested in yield. Obviously, I know that's a big market for BitSafe and CBTC. And so as CantonSwap, what we want to do is support all the major trading flows that people want to do on chain.
Sense. Yeah, and in terms of, I guess, with the current state of CantonSwap, if people are making trades, where can they get some technical support?
That's a great question. So both our website and the CantonSwap app have a support chat built in, and so they can ask questions in there. We also have the CantonSwap chat room in Slack, as well as the CantonSwap Ops chat room, which is specialized for the IT folks who are actually running CantonSwap on all the nodes. So if anybody has needs invites or introductions to any of these things, they can talk to the support chat on our website or in the app when they're running it. And we're more than happy to help. We have people available.
Nice. That sounds good to me. And Aki, in terms of CBTC, how do you see our future plans with CantonSwap going?
Yeah, so the next immediate priority is make it easy for people to mint CBTC. So we're actually, I don't want to kind of spoil it yet, but we'll soon have some announcements about that. So in Canton's historically B2B, so you have to have a node to run on the network, but retail will be able to soon access it through MPC wallets. So we're working with a couple of those. So that's the immediate step is retail should be able to mint CBTC by moving their Bitcoin by minting through one of these MPC wallets, by sending their Bitcoin to the CBTC multi-sig that mints into their account, and then they'll be able to swap to get into Canton Coin that way. And then we'll need to just build up some of the liquidity so that there's enough depth to do it. And that's just sort of all of the dexes on Canton. It's pretty early days for dexes, so we have to build up liquidity on all of them. But yeah, long story short, we should have some announcements there pretty soon. And then retail, because of Canton's app reward mechanism that's built into the ecosystem, retail should be able to get some pretty decent yields on their Bitcoin by doing this. So we don't know exactly what the yield is yet. We have to kind of set it up and try it out, but I think it's going to be, very competitive with other opportunities out there.
I agree. And have you guys seen lots of interest for liquidity for Canton Coins from your users so far?
I think there's a lot of chatter. There's actually a Telegram group. I don't know if everybody here knows, but this Telegram group for Canton grew from like 20 people to like 1,600 people in the last 4 days or something like that. So,
Yes,
so they're definitely people are doing stuff on Canton and learning about it and using Canton Coin or earning Canton Coins. So it's definitely this is a good time to get in if you're not already in it. This is great.
I agree. Ryan, how about you?
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of interest, and over the last week or two, we have been talking to as many people as we can about that. We're really trying to understand where liquidity exists in the market and where demand exists in the market. And of course, our job is to connect, buy side and sell side demand. And one of the things that I have been pleasantly surprised to see is actually that the bulk of the demand I've encountered has been on the buy side. People wanting to get more long on Canton Coin than they're able to through other means. And so it looks to me like the market is extremely healthy. There's not a lot of trading venues, and so we're hoping to solve that problem. But in terms of people interested in participating, it looks like it's really heating up.
I'd agree. And especially with the Telegram chat for Canton, I also agree. There's been lots of activity there on the Slack. There's been lots of people talking. It seems like, people are very interested in the ecosystem overall and very excited to see applications versus just infrastructure being built out, as this is like the next steps of what's coming next for Canton.
Absolutely. And this is one of the things that we're hoping is going to help bring more people who have not been engaged for a little while back into being engaged in the network. At this point, we have, I think, 300 or 400 validators on the network. Many of them are building products. Many of them are doing very cool stuff. But I would love to see as many as possible of them engaged. And I think that having real assets that can be traded, having opportunities for yield, having a more active ecosystem generally on chain is going to bring a lot of those people and get them more interested in doing more stuff on chain.
Definitely. I agree. So this has been a great session. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. I know you have lots of trades to process. So definitely it was great getting to chat about what's going on Canton and also CantonSwap and CBTC also. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we close off?
Just say keep trading, keep building, stay engaged. Follow our Twitter, follow CantonSwap Twitter, follow Canton. Anything you can, because there's going to be a lot of news coming out in this ecosystem over the next few weeks. Let's just say there's some really big announcements and some really cool things getting rolled out as quickly as possible. So just stay on this. It's a really important thing to be a part of, and you'll get some really good rewards for participating early.
Absolutely. I think speed is key.
before I give you a chance to give your final thoughts too, if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave a comment on the stream and we'll answer it before we finish off. And Ryan, I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, so as Aki was saying, things are moving very, very quickly. You know, I really want to give a shout out to the team at Obsidian as well as the team at BitSafe. This stuff has come to market very, very quickly. You know, CBTC was the first to the punch in terms of getting real assets trading on chain. And, you know, my team, they just 7 weeks ago, we had this idea of, you know, maybe we should build an atomic swap app on Canton, and now it's live and trading. So thank you very much to the Obsidian team who has pulled this off. They have worked super hard on this and done a fantastic job. So I really appreciate their work.
Great work, guys. Changing finance one asset at a time. I love it.
That's right.
Okay. Great show, guys. And we will be back sometime soon. Catch everyone on the ethers. See you.
Awesome.
See you.
How we doing, guys?
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.